Hey everybody, White Rhino Outdoors here. I'm doing a little review on my bow and arrow here. It's an obsession. Man, I used to love shooting this thing. Kind of got out of it because I started going to school over a year ago. I just didn't have the time for it, but holding this thing brings back memories of shooting all day long. I'll tell you what, I'm like a sniper with this thing in my hands. Show you a little bit about it right now, talk a little bit about it. These are my sights my wife got me for Christmas a few years ago. Fast Eddie Spot Hog. These are micro adjustment sights. You can adjust to the half yard. The sights I had were awesome sights too. They were Trophy Ridge. But I wanted micro adjustment sights. I wanted to be able to tune in 33.5 yards, 66 yards, 68 yards. That's where my other ones I could only do half yards. This is a very, very, very fast bow. Got my silencer, my dampeners here. This is my quick stabilizer that goes on it. Slide in here. Boom. 12-inch. A lot of people don't like one that long. I like it because when I'm holding it, and my sticker keeps falling off my sight. This is my release here. Boa strap. Super sensitive. I've actually not used this one. I had one just like it. I tuned my bow up with it. It was my buddy's. He let me use it for the season. And because I had my bow set up for this release, I ended up going back and buying this release. Real good release. This is my Rangefinder. Tilt technology. To shoot competitively, I really think this is some of the things you need. You can buy these pretty cheap. I don't remember what I get for this. You can buy them very expensive, up to you. But to get in archery, it's not a cheap sport. It's expensive. I think that bow was $1,400 when I bought it, and then all the accessories well, just that stabilizer was $69 for that stabilizer. And that's several years ago. This sight was several hundred. When I was shooting tournaments, I got out of it because of school and stuff. Look like Robin Hood. Thing don't fit like it used to. Man, that much in 2 years? God, we'll do that another time. But anyways, I put this on. You don't want to tote this around. Them other guys, they got the chairs with the PVC pipes for all their stuff in. I just grabbed some arrows and put this on my back. It's the broadheads I use. This bow chronographs out at 324 foot a second at 59.5 pounds at a 29.5 inch draw length. Hey, don't be. My wife's over there tickled to death about how I can't wear that no more. But guys, just because I've got an expensive bow doesn't mean nothing. Funny story about this bow is I had a lot cheaper bow before this one. A lot cheaper. And all my buddies had very high dollar, expensive Matthew bows. And oh, it feels good. They had their high dollar, expensive Matthew bows, and I had a cheap bow, and I could outshoot them. Only one person give me competition, but I could outshoot them. But for once in my life, I wanted to have the newest bow out at that time. I'm not a big fan of Matthews. I wanted to have the newest bow out. So my old lady, I shouldn't say that. My wife let me get this bow. I went back to the dealer where I bought my Hoyt bow at. I had the bow a month, and he said, I was going to try. I traded it in. I couldn't believe it. He gave me every penny I paid for it and didn't want none of the accessories I put on it. I said, really? And he said, Jeff, I'll shoot it. I said, yeah. He said, you getting the bow twice expensive? I said, yeah. He said, I'm going to give you every dime you paid for it back. I got that bow, and I couldn't tell my wife till about a year later, but I miss my cheaper bow better. These cams on this bow, to me, the Hoyt bow is just a lot smoother bow. When I pull back, I like a solid back wall here when I pull back. And because I long shot, I may hold it forever. I don't do 20, 30, 40 yards. I start at 60 and go past 100. So I have to hold it a long time. And if I get too relaxed, this bow just wants to creep on me. And man, when she like to get away from me, she'll pull your arm out of your socket. So it's still a good bow, but like I said, if I had it do over again, I'd have kept my Hoyt. I'd probably get another Hoyt. But yeah, this is a review of my obsession. I think it's the Defcon or M7. I can't remember. I got this grip tape on it right here, and it's covered up. I think this is called Predator Camo. When I was shooting tournaments, I noticed all the other guys had this, so I had to get me one. Kickstand for my bow. You're waiting on the other guys to shoot, you can prop it up. The other guy's got one, so you got to get one. But yeah, everybody, we're supposed to go on a ride to a local ATV park tomorrow. It's supposed to be real nasty and stuff, so I don't think I'm gonna take my ATV out. We're gonna go to a fish fry at some of my family's house. You're gonna miss fish fries, man. They're awesome. So if it don't rain, I'm thinking about taking this with me and flinging some arrows off the back porch. I want to mention this guy is a real good guy. He gave me his target back when I was shooting all the time. I'm hoping to get back into it, man. Pulling that back. Ooh, it's addictive. It's got me wanting to go fling some arrows right now out in the rain. But this guy, he gave me a target called Broad Force. It's a local guy here. Started making them. And what I like about him is the target I had before that was a big target. I think it weighed 150 pounds. And because I don't have the property to shoot, I'd have to take that target, load it up in the truck, and go to my friend's house or family's house and shoot it. So he told me if I mentioned his target in Facebook, he'd give me a target. So I did, and man, I ended up giving my big targets away. All I shoot now is the Broad Force targets. I can pull the arrows out one-handed as were before. I'm over there pulling it out. And plus, for like somebody like me that doesn't have the property to load that target up and be able to take it to friends and family's house and shoot it, that's just the way to go. But with that being said, everybody, I hope everybody's having fun, being safe. Remember to give somebody a compliment, hit that like button, and subscribe.